Yeah, it's like edgy, isn't it?
It's like, yeah, it's like, oh,
It's like
wow.
the anti-podcaster.
Yes.
So I don't care.
I don't care about the content.
I don't care what views we get.
I'd quite like this to do well and get these, but it's also fun.
I'd like to be able to steal a living.
Yes. No, that would be like, imagine, right? Just being able to, after uni's done, we just continue to live there. Just
don't do
make
it.
enough money.
Have no job.
Have no job.
This is the job.
This is the podcast. This podcast just makes what $2,000 a month, and we just go, yep, sound.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either, because on the trajectory we're going, I mean, wow.
Oh, what are we on? 49, 59? Something like that, aren't we? Subscribers.
Yeah, 59. Yeah, subscribe.
Nearly on 60.
We haven't talked to you yet, but
we will get with preamble.
We're pretending not to talk to you, but we are.
We pretend we don't care. Pretending
Yes.
we do not care. We don't care.
But money, it's coming. That CPM is going to roll in.
CPM on the Mab channel.
Thick. And in fact, to be fair though, I mean, long form podcast.
If we had
the CPM is going to be mad.
Yeah.
Have you tried? I presume Fraser Roller podcasts make more per view.
They do. Yeah.
Because
they're long.
length.
Yeah.
More ads.
But then so does our Shrek reactions.
Yes.
Because they end up, because the normal Fraser Roller video is like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Shrek got things actually now 30, 40 minutes. So they.
Cash, money.
I
Baby, welcome back to the Mediocre Best Podcast. I am James Nerdebrit Skinner. Sorry, I should have...
Fraser.
Words I was saying. Hello and welcome back to the Mediocre Best Podcast. Je suis James Nerdebrit Skinner.
Je suis Fraser Oliver.
Welcome.
Sorry, it was really bad of me. Take a drink as you did the
No,
intro.
the problem is I decided to be quite cool and quirky and like speed up a little bit, like trying to do something new and different, not realising that
I just had a sip.
Was trying to hydrate.
I know, I was just trying to hydrate, that's all. We got Prime.
Big up Prime. Would you like to know, Fraser, the biggest secret to my internal happiness?
I would.
So, as you'll know, on the podcast, sometimes I need an energy drink. Sometimes I need to. This isn't sponsored, by the way. I don't know why.
Imagine that.
I'm not leading this up as a sponsored segment. But sometimes.
By Huel. Like I don't know what
get your salted caramel shake.
Yeah, get a free pot or something.
Yeah, all the vitamins
Free
you need for a
shaker.
day. Some mac and cheese or something. Not
Keep a
not
balance,
the same thing.
like
salted
work balance.
caramel.
And
Yeah, work
time
balance.
goes to the gym, that thing.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
hench in it. Big up
Yeah.
Stephen Bartlett. Shout out. Come on the pot.
He's watching.
He's definitely watching. Come on, business minds.
He loves it.
Ackerman.
Tuka Sullivan.
Great reference. Well, yeah, I'm hoping people are cultured enough to get a Tuka Sullivan reference.
If you don't,
Tej Lavani.
we don't want you if you don't get our Tej Lavani reference.
Have you ever realised that our humour is sometimes just saying words?
It is. Our jokes are sometimes literally just saying a niche word, like Nagamanchetti, and it's suddenly hysterical. Like,
Clenched.
Yeah. we are that advanced in our humour.
Paris, Yaris. Next song.
We can literally say a word and
Yeah.
we'll just burst out laughing. But anyone else, it's not funny. We've just said a name.
But
Tuka Sullivan. But that's.
anyway,
dear.
I like energy drinks. So, but over the road, it cost me £1.85
For
one can. Whereas now I've got it for half price. Because supermarket. I've decided buy a little multi pack. 4 for £4. Whack a little colleague
4 for
discount on it. Suddenly it's £3 bloody 60.
Bloody hell.
Bloody 60.
And I love it.
So that means 90p Monster. Of course you do. You're racial prejudiced man. Racial prejudiced.
Now I feel like we have led this podcast to be like it. To sound like it's going to be a notes episode.
Yeah,
I feel like we've gone into this in a very waffle episode kind of way. But if you're keen and you know the format, this is
and you read the
waffle.
title.
And you read the title. We're not waffling. We're doing a theme. It's theme week.
Now I came up with this theme while sat on a checkout.
I love that.
I was thinking.
I love that you're always thinking of Matt.
Always on
so
the bloody
good.
mind, on the brain. It's the waffle.
Waffle doggers.
Is that?
Why not?
Oh,
They're lovely, isn't
for a waffle. Can I have a little feel?
I'm a waffle. Imagine that with my waffle dressing gown. I'm a waffle man.
Like double waffle.
Shall I do it?
Have that with a potato waffle.
Oh, and like a
Belgian
real
waffle. And a Belgian waffle.
All the
waffles.
While I'm doing a waffle episode.
We'll do the waffle pod.
Oh my god.
It really would be like
Waffleception.
No, wouldn't that be a theme? Because the theme would be waffles.
Oh, ranking waffles.
Ranking waffle? No, that's
Potato and Belgian. That is it.
potato, Belgian.
Me joggers.
your dressing gown. So I was sat on my checkout, and someone, what was it? Oh yeah, so they were talking to me about how, oh yeah, I can't remember the exact problem, and obviously I've got to kind of remain vaguely, so I don't want to reveal where it is that I work, because legal reasons, no one cares. But just in case.
In case the 20 people that will watch this
Yeah.
get...
Yeah, there's a very small chance something could go a bit awry.
Good word.
I know.
I love the word.
Bloody hell, English GCSE. And they were talking about how there was a specific problem they had, and how I should tell management about it. Now, bearing in mind, this is like a national company, so they basically wanted me to tell the board of directors and the CEO, which I definitely have on speed dial, about this one problem they had. Because it was about the app or something, and I'm there like,
what am I gonna...
If it's an in-store problem, I can probably have a conversation. Nothing will get done about it, and no one will
talk to the
care.
manager. But
There is no... I'm not a tech developer, dickhead.
If it's an entirely, like, company-wide problem, what do you want me to do? Like, just hop over to head office?
The urge for sarcasm was really intense, but I didn't give in. But what I decided was a great theme for the Mad podcast is working in customer service, more specifically, because we have touched on jobs.
I say we did a themed job actually, didn't we? But we
which
did
were going to do a part 2 to, which we haven't.
But that was more because we had Parker and Jess on that, so that was more talking to them about their jobs, and we sort of touched on ours. But I think this is our chance to get out our rage towards
customer service, and we're
just hospitality, like any sort of retail work.
Yeah. Because
oh my god.
Because I'll end up with a couple of stories from the farm I used to work at. There are animals there.
Good.
If you know, you know. That was a little quiz for you to solve. Yeah, I thought I sent myself the article. You do realise I will probably go through a bottle. Together we'll probably go for a disarray.
100%.
Yeah, that's.
I fucking love disarray. Have we spoke about that? So if not, I'll put it on notes for next week.
Whack on your notes. So basically, if this article lasts us the whole podcast, it does. If this just spurs off into stories, I'm hoping this is a good test for the vibe of this podcast. 27 things you should never say to customer service workers.
This is amazing.
And this might be a bit American, but hopefully we'll avoid that.
Most things are.
So we're starting off with, you people.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had that.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Do they have a description in what? Because I can't even think what context that is.
Though customer service rep works for a company that's frustrating you, avoid doing this. Basically, it's the idea that you shouldn't group yourself, because obviously, let's face it, working in customer service is not a desirable job. No. There are very few people that go into it wanting to do it.
Really want to have a career in customer service.
Actually, as like a 6-year-old, I saw like the little old ladies working in Morrison's, and I was like, you know what, that'd be really fun.
But this is the thing, like, my mum has always said this. So my mum's a teacher, and she has been her whole life. Like, she literally went to uni, did teacher training, started as just a teaching assistant. She's now a head teacher. She has done her whole life has been dedicated to teaching. And she has said when she gets to retirement age and stops teaching, she wants like a weekend job in the supermarket, just scanning items. Because she said, I've never done like a menial retail job. And I was like, that's fair enough. If you've done a whole career in teaching and have never experienced that.
I don't think it's possible for someone to understand just how boring it is.
Oh yeah.
It's
soul crushing.
It's tedium. Especially, for example, things like, because there are some elements of customer service, there are little bits like I'd say, for example, stacking the shelves is slightly better than going on a checkout, for example, because at least with stacking the shelves, a little bit of movement, a little bit of variety.
Yeah. As opposed to just sort of
monotonous jobs. Like, for example, I'll always try and go on our self-scan in our store rather than our checkouts, because if you want to work on checkout, you just don't get it. Shush. Because beep, beep, beep.
Cash or cut?
Beep. How you paying, Steve? Sir? Madam? Cunt?
Dickhead?
Stickhead, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's that. Okay, next one. I'm calling because I'm angry. Okay, some of these scenarios.
No, I've had this. I literally had this a couple of weeks ago. So
thank fuck for that, because I thought this could be a bust straight away.
So this is almost like a weird ranking thing. It's like top 10 things you shouldn't say. So basically, we do party nights where Screen Rant's list of things you should never say to customers. I'd watch it.
I would.
Where I work, we do like we did Christmas party nights. So we have a little like function room. We organise it. We put the bar, all lovely stuff, and it goes till about 1 o'clock. Now, most places have a license to play music till 12. We have it till 1 because we pay extra for a special license. So all good. And I had to do a shift where I was in 5 till 1 in the morning to clean up. Wank shift, but it's got to be done. And at that point, we become reception at 11 o'clock at night. Reception go home, we have a little phone. The porter is then reception. I had this guy call me about 12:30. Hello? I was like, hello, Green. I'm upset. When I say I had to hold it long, he just gone, I'm upset. And I was like,
alright, boss.
Cheers, mate. Basically, he lived across...
Taking your antidepressants.
He lived... We're not the Samaritans. He lived...
Mental health is not a joke if you're struggling. Legitimately call the Samaritans.
Yes, it was a cheap joke. But he lived opposite the hotel and was like, I can hear this blasting music. I'm upset. What's going on? I was like, oh, we got a license to play toys. He's like, no, you haven't. I was like,
yes,
and genuinely, if I had a tally of every time this man said, I'm upset, honestly, it'd cover the whole wall. This man just repeat, I'm upset. I was like, I can give you the email of our boss. He's like, I am upset. I was like, oh, it can't be bothered.
So how did that situation end? Was it just
Well, I just sort of said, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. We have a license to play music till 1 because we pay extra for it. I can give you the email of our because the hotels, it's like 2 hotels are owned by the same guy. So I was like, I can give you the email to the head of the hotel and he can show you the license papers and he can talk to you and see what we can do. But I can't do anything right now. He was like, I'm still upset, and literally hung up. And I was like, go to bed. It's not 80. Why are you up at 2:30? Fuck off.
So he sounded like a little bit of
a wanker. I don't know what me to do.
No, well, no,
I can't. We have the license. These people have paid money for us to put on this thing. I'm not just going to go, sorry everyone, John across the road said it's a bit too loud.
Because then if you did that and they started asking for bits of money back or problems,
because then they're like, oh, it said on your website or on the agreement we have the room till 1. Why are you kicking? Yeah, so you're not paying to fuck off. That don't go opposite hotel if you don't want. Fuck off. Just
what annoys me.
Grow up, idiot.
And I also hate this about your product.
Oh, I've never had that.
I'll have occasionally people go, oh yeah, no, I don't like that version of that product because that isn't good enough, and you're there thinking, but it's broccoli, cunt.
Broccoli is broccoli.
Broccoli is broccoli. You want posh stuff? Go for tender stem. You two ass.
Hop over to Waitrose.
Your company screwed up. You better fix this. I've had similar things.
I've had not that one, but I have had things.
Because we're doing obviously like I swear we go on and off this, but I think generally there's a bit of an egg shortage.
Yes.
So I know our store hasn't had eggs for a while, and people will go, "Why don't you have eggs?" I'm sorry, we're just not like. So we don't like. There's
we just don't have them.
We're not actively just not stocking eggs anymore.
We haven't gone. I will really annoy Doris, so I'm not getting any fucking there aren't any eggs.
That's why I can reveal I don't work at Asda. That's why it would really piss me off if people kept asking me about Prime.
Oh, I think I'd quit as soon as because now what, Lidl or is it Aldi?
I think it's
Aldi that have it. Even there, because you're going to get people. I don't think I'd be able to work in somewhere every day. I get the same 40 questions from a 12-year-old. Go, got any Prime? Prime? Is there any on the shelf? So no, fuck off, idiot, wanker. Have you seen the videos of the scrums to get Prime?
Yeah, no,
in Aldi, and the first day they got it, and people were throwing people over the middle aisle just to get some fucking Prime. So,
I get it. It's a cool thing if you want to try.
It's not. Yeah, it's a good drink, but it's no better than other It doesn't taste extraordinary. It's just because it's Prime.
Not this fucking elixir of life.
If I tried it and I was like, fuck fucking hell, I'd be trying to get some more. But I'm like, if I see it, I'll grab some. But I'm not fucking going at 5 o'clock to Asda to get some Prime. Like,
I think I'm good.
Jesus Christ.
What next do we have? This is a bloody classic. Well, it's phrased here, I'm taking my business elsewhere. Usually phrased to me as, next time I'm going to shop somewhere else, or I'm never shopping here again. Good!
I literally...
I do not benefit from the profit margins that are made by you purchasing your fucking pate.
It doesn't get... I don't get paid any more or less if you don't buy your fucking pate here.
If you are going to be a knob, I would much rather you fucked off anyway.
You're an arsehole. You're not going to come back here. That's a shame. Fuck off then.
I had it at my old store where there were people I'd had like a bad interaction with before, and then you recognise them, and that's always a bit like, 'cause there are 4 or 5 people that could come in at any moment that you know, oh yeah, you're gonna cause a problem if I see you, and I'm there like, shop somewhere else.
We have that.
You're a dickhead.
Where we'll have a guest stay, and it's got to the point where there are reputations where we see a surname, and everyone's like, oh, for fuck's sake, not them again. Yeah. But look, especially when every time this sort of group, we have a sort of 5 names, if we see we're like, that's fucking awful. Every time they'll leave, like, we've got these little review sheets so they can put feedback on and shit. Every time it's like, wouldn't recommend, would never stay here again. And then turn up, like, what are you doing? Like, there are other places you could, don't say you don't like it and then come back and cause fucking chaos again. If you don't like it, go fuck off. Who's making you do this?
Yeah. So it's just entitled type people. I think I had to go, don't turn my raspberries upside down when I'm trying to find the fucking barcode.
Is it that deep?
And I'm like, you motherfucking Karen.
That was amazing. You motherfucking Karen.
Yeah, she was a knob.
But I don't want to say, I don't want to generalise, but it's Falmouth, it's full of old people who are entitled, and let's be honest, bitter that Falmouth has been turned into a student town. They are bitter that Falmouth is no longer an older retirement home. Where basically,
that's what it is.
we have put some life into it. Like, I'm sorry, they're just upset and bitter. Oh, Falmouth used to be all quiet, and it used to be shit. Like, I've spoken to some people at where I work, like older people, because they say, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a student. They're like, oh, we're so grateful that students, like, that there's unis here now, because it just makes us feel a bit younger. There's more. That's really sweet. They're like,
and also they assume there's money coming into the actual.
Honestly, old people here are like, fucking students. Like, oh, fuck off.
Well, let's face it. Like,
you're on death's door anyway.
All of you are literally just like rich people, and not going to lie, I think it would take a lot for me to have sympathy for anyone who has a lot of money.
Anyone that lives in fact, because let's be honest, I would not even dream of living anywhere in Cornwall if I wasn't in a student house. Obviously, student houses are cheaper. I would never live in Falmouth because I don't have the fucking money. So anyone who's living permanently in Falmouth, I don't feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. I have no remorse. Like you have the money to live here.
This is a big sidetrack. But the reason why I can't have any sympathy for old people is because there are very few problems in life that you can tell me isn't fixed by being a very wealthy human being.
Yeah.
You could, your instant thought is, cancer. Oh, well, go private then. You're much likely to get cured by a private doctor than by the NHS. That's not a fault of the NHS, that's just what money can buy you. You know, any form of housing, living problem, quality of life.
There's nothing that... and there's money doesn't buy you happiness. No, but what money buys
a lot of your fucking problems.
I'm not saying it buys you happiness, but it definitely makes life more easy to live.
Yeah. Do you see the rich giving it all the fuck away?
Yeah.
No.
And if they do, they'll give... Oh, have you seen this? Completely, again, another sidetracking. Matt Hancock has not given all the money from I'm Slept to charity.
Like 3% or something?
I think he got 330 and he gave 10,000 away. Which, let's be honest, 10,000 is a lot of money to give to charity. Well, he's like, I'm not doing it for money, I'll give all the money to charity. And then he's given 10,000 of a 300... It's like, mate, come on.
Because bloke knows he's running out of paychecks in his life.
Yeah, he's like, I'm no longer in the House of Parliament. I've just written a book that isn't selling.
Whack this in an ISA.
Yeah. He's like, shit. I won't give as much. Idiot. Twat. Sorry, a bit of political sidetrack on the Mad Podcast.
Here's some casual racism for you, Fraser.
Oh, God.
Is there someone there who speaks better English?
Well, I can't say I've ever had that, but I've seen someone be told that.
I have seen someone be told that.
Obviously, I've never had that.
I have not reacted very happily. We used to have a lovely lady on our customer service desk. I was on self-scan. Those two are right by each other. I heard a little bit of a kick-off and that kind of issue occurring.
Yeah, it's... Again...
Security was alerted and they will not be shopping in that store again.
No.
That's not okay.
I'm not going to generalise it. I've seen it, I think, twice at where I work. Both the time it has been an older gentleman who has been making these sort of comments. And I was like,
it's just wrong. A classic. You're not listening to me.
Good.
I don't get it. Tons.
I know.
Because the way I deal with most of my shifts is just kind of let them talk themselves into happiness.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's what I do actually. Just sort of let them be. Do the Beatles and that.
But the problem is the accurate thing is I'm never usually listening to.
You're not wrong. I'm not listening to you. I don't care.
You're not wrong.
I don't give a shit about you.
But the problem is,
you make no odds to me.
I don't care about you. You're irrelevant. You're
going on. You are waffling.
This is a great one. What do you mean I can't?
Right.
I think so. I think I've had a situation. You know, example like if our toilets closed, like, what do you mean I can't go to the toilet?
Right.
They're like, sorry, do we look like public toilets? No, we're a shop.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. We've got a lift in our that doesn't ever work. So when you say it doesn't work, people are like, oh, why doesn't it work? I'm like, well, because what? Can't we just use it this once? It's like. You can do, but you might die. I don't know, like,
yeah.
And it's a lift. It's not something that, like, if a toilet's out of order, you probably could do. You might not want to. It's like a lift. If you use that lift that's out of order, there's a chance you'll get very seriously injured. But fucking be my guest.
That is the thing, isn't it? It's like that's the problem. Like, I'm not going to. I haven't put up that sign, for example, saying this like self-scan machine is card only. For shits and gigs. It's much easier for me just for you to put your fucking 20 quid.
Like, no, if it was up to me, everything would function. Yeah. Everything in this place would work perfectly. I wouldn't have to do anything.
Everything would
function. Everything would work. I wouldn't have to fix anything. But that's not how life works. Things break.
Yes. Right? This isn't the next fucking Megamind scheme to kill fucking Metro.
Tell you what I've had someone say, "Can't you have a look at the lift?" I was like.
Do you feel like an engineer?
I'm all good. Like I would not know where to start. Yeah. I know where the lift. I know where the engineering is for the lift, but I'm not going to go in there and start fucking around. Like, what do you mean? Can I have a look at it? No.
Walk up the stairs.
Yeah.
I've never had to deal with this specifically. And then it's the classic swear words. Lots of different.
Right.
I've never been specific. No. I don't think I've been sworn at my job.
I haven't been sworn at.
No, I don't think anyone's ever gotten that aggressive.
People seem to get aggressive but don't decide to swear because they know that that's...
I've had someone... I might have told this story on the pod before, but I was... So, you know the classic banter where, like, a colleague leaves early? Like, is leaving at an earlier time than you, so you go, so you Skyver, that kind of thing. So, I'm doing the baskets outside the store, they leave, we have that conversation... And a bloke, it's about like 2 in the afternoon, but I think he was quite drunk. Because that was a female colleague, I am a male colleague.
Surprise.
For the clarification. They come up to me and go, oh yeah, you can't talk to a woman like that. You just can't do it. Just having a bit of banter.
Just a joke.
Boss. And it was, that was the problem. I was kind of like stood there for about like 20 seconds, just kind of baffed.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? And then I just kind of just like, mate, I think I just ended up, because it was outside the store, so I can kind of get away with it. I was kind of like, mate, it's none of your business, please leave.
Yeah. Oh, well,
so that's think that's the most aggressive I've ever had someone. Oh,
Oh,
so I was on self-scan, and we had you know the classic hand scanners around supermarkets.
Yeah.
I had to do a basket check on one of no, I think it was just like I had to like quickly like I'm chatting shit. I just had to quickly like look at his bag, but the problem was I was just tired. I just didn't say anything to him. I was just like, I opened his bag, looked straight. It was like, "You're gonna ask me before looking in my bag?" I was like, "Oh, sorry about that." And then he goes up to the customer service desk and like has a conversation. I have no idea what's going on. My supervisor goes up to me and goes, "Did you square up to a man?" And I was like, "No." Like obviously I was like, check the security version if you want. I was just doing a bag check, but apparently a bloke thought I was squaring up to him by checking his bag.
Right.
I mean, look at me, right? Do I look intimidating? Like the squaring up type?
Not really. I can't imagine you squaring up to a guy in the self-scan.
I
Right. So do you have, you know, like the scan and go as you go around the shop? Do you have that?
Yes.
So my question is, I think this might be what you're talking about.
Yes.
If I do, I quite often do that because I can see what money I'm spending as I go. I think it's a great idea. I do it, and then it'll be
Pisses
like,
us off.
and they'll be like, "Oh, you've been chosen for a thing," and they come and just find random items. And what's that about? What are the? And then like a colleague, someone will come over and just like rummage through the bags, pick stuff out, and scan them.
Yes.
What is that? Is that they've been told specific items to scan, or are they just scanning like 5 different like?
So
the baffles me every time.
The way it works in my store is the idea is it's completely random.
Okay.
People think they're getting picked on system-wise. So if you want to avoid checks, don't remove items. Instead, get them removed by an actual colleague at the end, because that will flag you up for an automatic check if you try and remove an item, at least on our system. It tells us exactly how many to do. It doesn't tell us what to do.
So it's like 6 items, just like scan 6 items.
6 items, and the aim is, if it's kind of like 5, 6 items, just scan them. Always, you know, if you spot a bottle of whiskey, you scan higher value items if you can. If you're looking at the higher numbers, you don't do like tops of all the bags. You have to go in specifically to a bag and ideally go to the bottom of a bag, because obviously if there was people trying to steal things, you'd guess they'd put things at the bottom of their bags.
Got it. Okay.
That's
just always baffled me.
No, people seem to get a bit anal over it. I'm like, please fuck off.
At least say please.
Let me speak to your manager.
Oh yeah.
Sure, you can speak to them.
They're going to tell you the same thing I've told you, but go and...
This irritates me about working in customer service. I've had it a couple of times where... So, in the stores I've worked in, the job of the manager is customer service, but also, unless there is... Especially in a complaint-based scenario, I believe a good manager will always back their colleague in front of the customer. If a mistake has been made, let them know afterwards, but always back the customer in person, because you should never make the colleague feel
like they've...
Yeah. And I've had... So, one incident I can remember, I'm kind of like... just being a supervisor, just for like a little bit, covering a supervisor's break. And someone's asked for ID. Now, if a colleague asks for ID, we can't just go, "Oh no, they're fine. They look," unless we know them.
Right.
So if someone asks you for your ID, you don't have it. You come into my store. I can go. I literally know the bloke. I know he's over. You can serve him, but it's not like we can go, "Oh yeah, no, he's fine. Don't."
So if you think he looks,
even if I think he looks over, we can't.
Doesn't matter. Okay, because you can't undermining a colleague. Yeah.
So I go through this process, and this bloke wants to take it further, and a manager comes through, and he doesn't let them have it. To be fair, but he's just there constantly going, "Look, I wouldn't have ID'd you, but... And I'm there and this colleague is new, because I think it was around Christmas time, and obviously, like, new, looked incredibly stressed out that situation.
That's gonna make... They're gonna leave. Like, you're not gonna...
Back your colleague, man!
They're not gonna want to stay if they're being, like, undermined actually in front of customers. Like, that's...
That was frustrating.
Like you said, back them there, take them aside and say... And, like, have a chat with them. But, that's...
I think that's in my humble opinion, if people want to become managers or leaders or whatever kind of substitute word for that, it's not actually about the customer as much as you think it is. No. It's all about your colleagues, because at the end of the day, it's your colleagues that will do the jobs for the customers. You are not doing a job for the customer. You're doing a job for the colleagues to help them do their job.
I mean, in my head, it's like, make the customers think it's about them, but actually it's about your colleague.
Yeah.
Or, whoever, The customers, I think, have to think it's about them. They have to think the whole operation is running.
They're egotistical wankers and they need a dick licking.
Yeah, they need to think the store is literally revolving around their entire purchase. But you need to go...
And at the end of the day, the end goal it is.
Oh yeah, if they're not shopping there.
But that's not a manager or supervisor's job. No. The supervisor or a manager's job is to facilitate the work of colleagues, who then facilitate the customer. Yeah. Big up business acumen.
Oh god. Tuka
Big up Tuka Sully, man.
Let's take it back to Tuka Sully.
I'm going to bash your company online. Very similar to that I'm going to shop somewhere else. Please do. If you use my name, I might get in trouble. That has happened
that's
once.
Not ideal.
But I am a vaguely good worker. I do want people to think that. I've on and off worked in customer service for 4.5 years now. Well, customer service and
I'd say it's a customer service.
I've worked in customer service for 4 years.
Yeah.
I'd say 4.5 will become 5 in June. So I've had quite a few bastards, and I don't care honestly, unless the company I work for goes bankrupt, and then obviously I have to find a new job. What you say about them literally is no skin off my nose.
No.
Don't care.
Who cares?
I really don't care. Literally.
I still get paid.
I still make my money.
Fuck off.
Still buy my Daleks. I've got a new Dalek, by the way.
Have you? Is that what that box is?
Yeah.
I wonder what that box is. I thought it was a Dalek.
It is a Dalek.
I'm so excited.
I love Daleks. This one happens to me, and I think you as well, quite often. I'm going to sue you.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah,
that's my favourite.
I love that old chestnut.
But no, you're not. Don't lie. You're not going to go through the effort of suing me. That's such a lie. Like, do you have the time? You have the time to do a legal case, do you? Because I don't think you do. Like, the amount of people that will say that. And it's just, I have to try not to laugh.
See, for a supermarket, I was being sarcastic. I have never been threatened.
Oh no, I have.
Sued. Really?
I
was being sarcastic. I was like,
the amount of times at where I work that people will go, my lawyer will hear about this. I'm like, alright, Draco Malfoy. Like, they won't. You don't have a lawyer.
No.
You don't have a lawyer. Alright, Charlie Cox is not going to come out of the window. You don't have a lawyer, do you?
You don't have a green woman.
Honestly, the amount of times these, like, entitled rich white men in their suits will go, my lawyer shall hear about this. I'm like, what? What do you mean? You don't have a lawyer. And if you did, you're not... He will laugh in your face if you go, oh, my steak was undercooked. They're going to go, you don't have a legal case there. Idiot.
Mugs.
Twat.
I'm going to make you pay for this.
Well, I've never had that.
I've never had it. That's
a bit violent.
Sounds a bit...
This is very American.
Captain America Civil War, isn't it?
Whatever it takes.
Bring up my mum dying.
Yeah.
Hasn't actually happened. She's still alive. I won't pay that.
Never had that.
Then that's the thing. I think most supermarkets have a similar policy. If for example, like you dropped your eggs in store.
Oh, okay. Or like bring a bottle of wine or something.
You're not going to have to pay for it. You know, that's just because obviously, you know, if they go, oh, sorry, you have to pay for it, but they'll be like, well, let's shop in here again. So obviously, it never really happens where we're going, oh yeah, so we're never really forcing customers to pay things they don't want to pay. so they don't pay it.
Sorry, I might cut this out. I might not. I have just realised you've got the coffee rum, haven't you, for getting drunk. So I just realised that, and I just saw the bottle, and I was like, that's a Kraken bottle. I didn't know. And then sorry, it's completely unrelated, but I saw that, and my brain went, what is that? It's Kraken coffee. I was like, oh fuck, wait, we get our drinks tonight.
Yeah, no,
we need to get mixed though, and a bottle of Disaronno.
Disaronno, you know, just fun.
Just casual.
Fun little supermarket trip. I'll see what we'll pick up.
You know, later on as the trip, you never fucking know.
It does make me a
There's
bit wet.
nothing.
Probably have to go sooner rather than later, to be fair.
It's 4:30.
I think Jess said she was coming around 6, so
it'll be fine. We'll do this and then run off. Not that this is second priority. This is top priority.
This is top bloody priority. Look at you, audience, watching us.
You there with drinking your cup of tea.
Hey, you down there.
Good. I was trying to freak someone out who's been drinking a cup of tea and be like, oh shit.
Yeah. You with your bag of Mackey's carrot sticks.
How is it?
Is it good? Are you feeling the vitamins?
Probably not. It's Mackey's.
Yeah. They were carrot sticks, though.
Again, unrelated, I might put this on the notes, just quickly. I had my first Mackey's breakfast a couple of days ago.
What did you have?
Do we do this now or do we wait till notes?
Do it now, because it's the end of the clip anyway.
I had a breakfast roll instead of a McMuffin, because I saw the roll and kind of fancied a roll.
What do you want?
But I added, what did I add to it? I added something to it. I think I added an extra sausage patty, because it was only one. So it was a sausage, bacon, egg, breakfast roll. Very good, with hash browns.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Did we do that one? What's going on? Oh yes. Fraser.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I do. I work here. I don't. Yeah. No. I've never had.
I don't think I
know.
No, because people just occasionally I'll have a bit of a waffle, but like people don't. I don't know what I'm talking about, so neither do.
No, I have no idea what I'm talking about most of the time. I just say with enough confidence that they think I know what I'm talking about. I talk with so much chest about things I have no idea about. They assume I know exactly what I'm talking about. Where in reality,
it's charisma.
Like someone will be like, oh, can you go? The bath tap isn't working. Can you go and fix it? Like, of course I can go fix it.
Of course I can. Of course I can.
That is so fucking niche.
If you know, you know.
No.
Oh
no.
How hard can your job be?
Yes.
I'm sorry, you motherfucking solicitor.
But there are so many. I don't want to say because it might come up on the list, but there's so many things like that. Oh, long shift. Oh, what are you on till?
Yeah.
Oh, nearly home time. Fuck off.
I think that what specifically irritates me about the whole how hard can your job be? No, my job isn't specifically hard.
You make it fucking difficult.
But also, first of all, we're paid like shit. We're literally paid very close to the minimum we can legally be
It's like just
paid.
above the minimum, so it seems like it's a good thing, but it's still really not great.
And also, most of us would act like I would love to do something that's a little bit more that's a bit challenging. I would love to come over there and feel like I've been vaguely like stimulated by what I do. Guess what? One of the worst things about my job is the fact that it's not difficult, and I come home feeling like I'm achieving nothing.
Yeah.
That also relates to the depression, but we'll talk about that later.
When we do the dive into James.
God. Pornhub dog.
I don't know how this works.
We should do that at some point. I'll have.
I thought you meant a porn. I was like,
no,
Christ.
The quote unquote dive in.
Yeah,
I'll happily share my can you believe this, idiot? You're an American, shut up. The classic "just forget it." You can't be like cashback. We can't do cashback on our tills anymore. They're just like, or you'll get the classic like, they won't serve you for alcohol, so they won't get a charge on. Oh, just forget it. Fuck off. Stop being entitled.
I've never understood cashback. Is it literally just getting cash out of a cash machine, but after your shop?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Because I never cashback sort of faded out before I had a card and money to do cashback. So is it literally just like getting money out after your shop instead of going to like ATM?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a bit stupid.
Bit strange. So just go to an ATM.
Yes.
They're usually outside shops anyway.
Or just use the card.
But most supermarkets have like an ATM outside.
They do.
Just pop. Oh, fuck off.
I don't get this one.
Okay.
No, I can talk now.
Nah. Shit.
I
hate Americans.
Let me also tell you about my. Yeah, you have a lot of. I've had people telling them that their husbands just died. Yeah, I've had other.
People do like to chat, and I'm like, I don't care. I've got things to do.
And there's a problem. There are like old, lonely, nice people who are just there, and yes, you can clearly tell they need to have a little bit of a chat, and that's okay. Because usually, if they want to chat, they're also nice people.
Yeah.
There are also just waffle shites who think there are genuinely people, especially now we've moved down the country to the more either touristy or entitled richer people, who will feel like they have this great wisdom to fucking bestow upon you. No, you don't.
You just
Please don't talk down to me.
don't patronise me, dickhead.
Like this happens to us often because we're attractive young men.
Oh yeah.
Listen, honey.
Oh yeah, I get that all the time.
Imagine being so
I've heard people talk to me and go, right, listen, sweetheart, and I'm like, whoa, hang on, like
imagine being that tapped that you're.
But it's always older people, isn't it?
Oh,
older white men.
Yeah.
Going, right, listen, sweetheart. And I'm like, whoa, hang on, what are you fucking sweetheart?
It's just a bit grim, you know? Like,
I had a bit at work where I was talking to a customer, and one of our duty managers came in, and so it was semi-aggressive, like trying to sort out an issue with this customer, and she as the duty manager, she was like, "Oh, is everything okay?" And he genuinely went, "Right, sweetheart, the men are talking," and I was like, obviously I can't go like that's mental because I need to try and be professional, but I was like, me and Lucy we were like, I don't know what to. I was like, what do you say to that? I was like, the fact that he hasn't just said something, he's just gone, hey. I was like,
it was what got me was the men are talking.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you want me to. I was like, what do I say? Like, what? I'm just like,
oh no, you. Oh, you.
Honestly,
cretin.
I was like, this is horrible. I want to die. This was rank.
Fraser, you have a sexy voice.
Thank you, Jay. I do try.
No more context given to the audience on that one. What time do you get off work?
Yeah, no, it's like, oh, you must be on a long shift. When are you finishing?
Yeah, this is a nice segue to what I don't think will be in this list, but it's the I'm trying to be funny.
But you hear the same joke 4,000 times an hour.
It's the you look bored.
Oh, you must be tired.
Long day.
Oh, when are you in till?
Oh, I'll just give you something to do, shall I?
Yeah.
You patronising little twaddlefuck.
Twaddlefuck?
You're a twaddlefuck.
But nothing infuriates more than a customer who thinks they're being really original and funny by asking you, what time? Oh, must be a long one. Oh, you're not tired. Oh, yeah.
Specifically, what time do you get off work doesn't irritate me too much.
It's more that you must be tired, you must be bored.
You look bored pisses me off.
It's like, really. I am bored. I don't want to be here. Yes, I'm bored.
It's kind of yes, but there's also this. What I'm going to change it slightly, but like when they've got like 54 things they want you to sort, and they'll go through it like fucking Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I'm there like, one at a fucking time. I cannot just go, yep, issue fixed, issue fixed. Oh yes, issue
can't remember 40 problems that you have to do them all simultaneously.
Are you 50 Cent? Because I can't do all your 99 problems. Is that a 50 Cent? I don't...
James, I have fucking no idea.
Am I down with the kids?
I don't.
That phrase should be retired, I think.
What?
Down with the kids. Yeah, it's kind of a bit... Did you see Gary Glitter's got released from prison?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Gary Glitter's done his sentence. Yeah, come on. Name him on the pod.
Come and rank nonsense with us.
Are you in your own top 3, my guy?
Is he on death's door? Enough that we don't have to worry about nonsense.
Ease. Boys will be boys.
Was this the pod?
I might leave you in just and watch it for a pod.
Oh, click to it.
Jesse gets his ass out in the pod.
That'll get
all
us
my dramas just
Great.
like
Oh, actually,
recorded.
come. It'll be a new person in the thumbnail. Can you just come and sit in?
Yeah, you should come
Just
and sit in that.
Because people, when it's an extra person, people are intrigued.
Wait, we should look at him really.
Yeah.
What pose am I doing? Just like a.
Just like mid talking. Out like mid talking, we'll look intrigued. That's really interesting. That is very interesting. What a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say?
Imagine this is your most viewed video.
Genuinely, like
It will get more clicks.
when we
on
have a
the
thumbnail that isn't just me and James, it genuinely will get more views because people are like, oh, who's this?
Robin.
And when you've got someone who's never been on, they're like, wow, there's a new character unlocked.
The Q&A.
New character unlocked.
Should just spill the Follies gossip on the podcast.
Please don't.
Please do.
Please do.
That'd be great. It'll
Well,
be in the
entire
title and
drama's
thumbnail.
just been-
Yeah. Not even us,
Yeah.
just Follies gossip. Do you want to know the etymology of the word nonce, James?
What is the etymology of the word nonce?
So the word nonce, basically, used to write it on the doors of prison cells of people that it wasn't always just like nonces as we know them now, as in like paedophiles. It could be anyone that wasn't like seen as cannot spend time with other prisoners, and it stood for not on normal courtyard exercise, I think. So basically, when they'd be released to go and play and do like basketball and have little
Ironic for the pedophiles.
and do like you know in the courtyard do that exercise time. These people would not be allowed out with them, so the wardens would literally write nonce on their door, which meant not on normal community exercise. And it was normally paedophiles, it'd be sex offenders, anything like that, and then just sort of got used as a term for people who were paedophiles. There you go.
Well,
Look at that. Fun fact.
enjoy your retirement, Gary Glitter.
Do you know where I learnt that? Chatbit's happy hour. The more you know.
Well then, thank you.
Thanks, Robbie.
Do we have any more content? Yeah, no, I think we've got a couple more on the list.
What's on the... To be fair, you thought this has been the whole podcast.
It's been the whole podcast.
You think we did a 7 minute before the battery ran out?
Yeah.
So this is like we're on 45
Your
minutes
maths
really.
is fantastic.
Thanks, James.
That's all.
Never had that feel, really.
It is a really irritating statement.
Yeah,
to be
God,
told
that
to
really
me.
pisses me
That
off.
really grinds my fucking gears. Everything is perfect. Okay, this list kind of.
Alright,
finishes
life's
this
happy
shit.
song.
But yeah, I think
The lesson is that...
the lesson is you are a terrible member of society if you are rude to customer service workers.
Look, they got a
That's the big mad life lesson of the week.
Yeah, they've got long hours, boring shifts, dull activities. Give them a
Usually
break.
suicidal.
Please give them a break.
Please.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers. Subscribe. Why are you at the end of this podcast? Have you not
That is meant to,
subscribed?
yeah.
It's not.
Well, why are they anyway?
Yeah. Why are you still watching?
No one is.
Fuck off. Leave.
If you are, comment. Bovril.
Bovril.
Just comment Bovril with no context.
The first person to comment Bovril on this video, we will get in touch with you, and you can write us a 1 minute speech that you'd like to be read out on the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah, it can be a promo for
anything.
anything. It can be anything. We will read.
Be a free
As long as
sponsored
it's
segment.
not racial or
Yeah.
slurs or homophobic. Come on.
But we're also sellouts. So there
But we are
isn't
also
much
sellouts.
we
No.
wouldn't read.
We'll
So
split it evenly amongst us so you get a
Yeah.
vary.
we'll do a proper little. We might even fully film it, sort it,
yeah,
make
just
it.
full on shoot.
Yeah,
Full
full on.
like involved.
Yeah.
DM us. But if we'll look
Yeah.
for you. We'll try and find someone
As a
we'll
reward
sort
for
it.
getting to the end of this podcast, you know what to do. Have fun, lads.
Definitely haven't. Bovril. I don't like Bovril.
No, that's great.
It's
That's
like a
great.
grave